Hello, this is Oikawa, the administrative scrivener. Today, I would like to thoroughly explain in detail the conditions for obtaining a business management visa. First, it is necessary in order to set up and establish a company in Japan. There are cases where one engages in good management activities as a president, as well as in roles such as director, department head, branch manager, or factory manager, all of which involve good management and administrative tasks. Yes, when starting a business in Japan and operating as a president, the conditions for the business management visa include securing an office or store for business purposes in Japan. It is necessary to secure an office, not at home. Yes, in addition to completing the management requirements, there are conditions that require having at least 2 residents in Japan and a certain scale of having full-time staff. However, this does not necessarily mean that 2 employees are required. Yes, depending on the nature of the business, it is possible to have a company with a scale of capital of 5 million yen or more, even without having 2 or more employees. It is also acceptable to establish a business. Yes, furthermore, depending on the nature of the business, it could be a second-hand dealer or a restaurant. It may become necessary to obtain permits or to carry out interior construction for the store. There are many things that need to be carefully considered even before starting a company. Yes, next are the conditions for the business management visa when managing a business in Japan. Yes, it is required to have more than 3 years of experience in management or administration, and to receive compensation that is equal to or greater than that of a Japanese national. Yes, to summarize the conditions for obtaining a business management visa. First, you need a company office. Yes, it is important to secure an office in Japan separate from your home. For a restaurant, for example, it is necessary to have the interior construction of the store completed before applying for the visa. In the case of an office, you should prepare items such as a computer, a printer, a phone, and chairs to be in a state ready for business. If it is a restaurant like a dining establishment, it is necessary to prepare not only the interior construction, but also good tables and chairs, as well as signs and menus. Being prepared to operate in this manner is a requirement. Yes, and in addition to the business owner, there must be at least 2 employees. However, if it is a small business, the business management visa cannot be approved. These employees can be Japanese nationals, permanent residents, spouses of permanent residents, or settled residents, but they cannot be employees on a regular work visa. Well, it's not that there are 2 employees who need to obtain a work visa, but rather, are they Japanese? It is necessary to have employees who are Japanese or permanent residents. However, I think it is difficult to hire more than 2 employees from the beginning. Therefore, the scale of the company is important, and this scale requires a capital of 5 million yen. However, depending on the nature of the business, such as a restaurant, there may be cases where employees are required from the start. Yes, even if there are fewer than 2 people, if the capital is 5 million yen or more, it will be considered a scale that requires 2 or more people. So it is acceptable to have 0 employees. Regarding this approximately 5 million yen, it is often scrutinized for its source of funding. How did you exactly gather that 5 million yen in total? Did you perhaps save it? Or maybe somehow borrow it? It is necessary to prepare to properly explain the source of funds to the Immigration Services Agency. The next condition is that a business license must have been obtained. Yes, for example, if it's a restaurant, you need to obtain a food service business license, and if it's for recycling, you would need a second-hand dealer license. It's necessary to secure these business licenses in advance. Additionally, once you establish a company, you will also need to make tax-related notifications to the tax office. Yes, and an important point is the stability and continuity of the business. This includes how much revenue there is, how much the expenses are, and what specific business it is, including where the clients are. The creation of a detailed business plan and financial plan is also an important condition for obtaining the business management visa. Well, how was it up to this point? I have conveyed the necessity of obtaining a business management visa and the conditions required for it. However, the process for the business management visa is very challenging, particularly in terms of how to organize the documents and explain them, and it truly takes a lot of time. Applicants who wish to obtain the visa must submit their application to the Immigration Services Agency with the necessary company information. Yes, given these conditions, every time we need to prove our eligibility for the visa, we have to prepare and submit a lot of documents. Furthermore, the procedures for taxes and social insurance are also involved, and the responsibility to explain these falls on the applicant who wants to obtain the visa. Therefore, if the visa is denied, it can result in significant losses. So it can be said that this is a visa where failure is absolutely not an option. Yes, if you cannot obtain a business management visa, even if you establish a company, you will not have the visa to manage it. Therefore, if you cannot get the visa, you must give up on managing a company in Japan. Our company offers support for company establishment, business management, tax rates, and introductions to social insurance labor consultants. We can provide comprehensive support, so please feel free to contact us. Thank you for your time.